Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name is Kevin and we are in the eBay cave. Me and Sophie here in the eBay cave. But I think Bubba, my oldest boy, just came home and Sophie just got up. She heard a little something upstairs, so I guarantee she's going to want to go see who's up there. But I thought I'd let you take a look. She's getting a little jealous anyway. Boots is getting all the attention on Instagram lately and Sophie's getting a little jealous. You want to go upstairs, girl? But before I take her upstairs, let me tell you first that we had an item sell on eBay that I have sold lots of over the years, and I really, really enjoy selling them. But I guarantee most people out there either wouldn't think to sell it or wouldn't want to sell it. So I'm going to take Sophie upstairs, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you what sold today. All right, don't normally start off with these, but we had a viewer buy 2 of these, and they left a nice little message. Jimmy, thank you so much. He says, thank you so much. We love the channel. Thank you, Jimmy. All right, here's an item that I love to pick up if they're in good condition. Sometimes the baby shoes, the toddler shoes, are in good condition because they're not out there, you know, roughhousing all the time like maybe a 5-year-old would be or 6-year-old. So these can sometimes be in good condition, and these were in excellent condition, and then Blue Ridge Mama cleaned them up. So usually something I'd pick something up like this, I probably wouldn't pay more than $3 for it. But because I don't look them up, I just grab them. But this good a condition, I'd have probably paid $5 for, but I did only pay $2 for these. So Blue Ridge Mama listed them. Sometimes they're a pain. You got to cut off the little strings that hang out a little bit and make sure that the Velcro, the hook and loop, are clean right there. But other than that, they're fairly easy. Obviously easy to list and easy to ship. They sold for $20, and they'll go out for less than 8 ounces. So it's going to be a nice little, I don't know, maybe $12 to $13 profit, something like that. All right, this one is going out to Chris. And Chris, if I recall, you have, let me see your message here. Sometimes I don't look at them till I get home. So, you know, I'm a teacher. If you're new to the program, I teach. So sometimes I come home and I get some food in my belly and I get down, maybe have an extra cup of coffee, and I'll take everything out and get it ready to ship. And then I don't even look at the stuff until I'm doing the show. So this is a message from a viewer, and it says, hey, I already have one of these. I'm going to paraphrase because there's like a paragraph here. I already have one of these, but I heard in one of your recent videos that you're donating a portion of the profits of the sales to a couple who's working on that Commonwealth cabin out there, and we are. So if you didn't hear that video, we've had a couple that have been working out there. They have 6 children, 6, and they have come up and they have been working, doing different things in there, putting up insulation and drywall and those kind of things. And now they're working on some custom tables and storage for me in there, a shipping table and picture area and all that. And they've just been terrific, and they'll sometimes come out here late at night because that's when they have somebody watching their kids, and they're able to come out at nighttime and do the work. And they have on 2 occasions basically been here all night because they have to be with their kids during the day. Over Christmas break, that was the case. And so they've kind of gone above and beyond in there. It's taken a little bit longer than I had hoped, but it's not their fault. I changed plans on them and it kind of delayed them a little bit. At any rate, what we're doing, if you didn't know from that show, we're going to give $1 for every viewer sale for the month of February, and we're going to give it to them as a gift above and beyond what I'm actually paying them. We're going to give it to them as a gift so that they can take that money, hopefully pay for a babysitter, pay for dinner, and pay for a movie or something that they want to do. I figure that's going to at least cost, these days, it's probably going to cost at least $100 to go to a movie, go to dinner, and pay for a babysitter. Now that I think about it, it's probably going to cost a little bit more than that. But so far, let me show you what we've done with viewer sales this month. So far, and I'm a day behind y'all sometimes too, we are at 19 total viewer sales. And this is $1 a piece, so we're at $19. And we're definitely, at this pace, going to get there. We still have more here to add on for today's sales. So at this pace, I think we're going to eclipse $100 fairly easy by the end of February. So that's my goal, at least. I like to be able to give that to them as a gift. So thank you so much, Chris. All right, here's the next item, and then I'm going to show you the item that I don't think most people would either think to buy, think to sell, and definitely wouldn't want to ship. So this is a Panasonic. So whenever you see, just a rule of thumb, there's different model numbers, but the type that look like this are usually pretty good with that blue line across. Panasonic with the blue line, they're usually worth picking up. If they're in good condition, you can make a little bit of money off of them. This one sold for $43 plus shipping. Again, it says no invoice, please. It's a gift, which translated into English is I'm a drop shipper. Hey, no message on this one. This one's going out to Marcus. Marcus, we do appreciate it. All right, I bet you didn't expect me to be holding this in my hands, and I'm going to put it down because it's a little awkward, and I'm afraid I'm going to knock something off that counter back there. So I will pick these up. I don't always pick them up. It just depends on how much I have out there in my shed. And I don't mean the Commonwealth cabin. One's for personal use. And then we have a small one that I put lots of boxes in that are kind of odd shaped, and boxes that I might need at some point if I ship something large out. And I keep them in there. And then I have a little bit of space to put some other things. I usually put vacuum cleaners out that I part out in there, old vintage ones. They tend to pile up. I have 2 out there right now that I need to list. They're worth really good money too, and I haven't decided if I'm going to part them out or not yet. I have one of them in here that I need to list. So if I have space out there, I'll buy something like this. I like to sell the old aluminum lawn chairs. I used to love to sell them until the dimensional shipping rates went up a little bit, and then the post office became a non-option. But now with FedEx prices really staying the same or going down a little bit, I think I might pick up some every now and again if I have the time and if I have the space to do it. Now, this one has its own challenges. These old cedar plank ones are pretty good. If you can find the ones that rock, you can usually sell those. You can sell them locally, too, if you live in a bigger area. I usually don't have much luck trying to flip those locally. I have flipped a few locally, but not too many. This one is a little different than the regular folding out lawn chairs, and the big fold-out ones can sell fairly well as well. The big fold-out ones like this are a little heavier. I sold one from last summer. I was at a garage sale in Roanoke, and it was a great garage sale, by the way. Actually, it wasn't a garage sale. It was a community garage sale, and I bet if you're from Roanoke, there's 4 or 5 of you who watch from down there. I bet you remember that one. It goes on every single year on, I guess it's the northeast side of Roanoke, and it's a pretty good one. And I bought it. It was the very last item I bought that day. I had already got a full car, and I picked up one of those and 2 of these. These were basically throw-ins, and the other one I think I paid $10 for. So we sold that one pretty quick for some pretty good money. I think it was like $80 plus shipping, and these were slow sellers because they're not in great condition. I almost regret picking them up, to be honest with you, because they've sat around so long, and I reduced the price way down. But I'm still going to make a really nice profit here. It's just a matter of how much space did it take up and how long did it take to sell. I'm going to make a profit of about $18 on this. It sold for $23 plus shipping. Now I'm going to show you really quick how I would ship an item like this. And a little trick, if you do sell lawn chairs, the old 80s style, early 80s, maybe even late 70s style lawn chairs, if they're in good condition and have some neat color patterns to them, they will sell. This one needs to be redone. The arms need to be repainted. The planks need to be restained. If you have those rocking ones, they are worth it. But this one is just kind of plain Jane. And it did sell, but not for much. But let me show you how I'd ship something like that. All right, so if you've been watching the show, or any reseller show for that matter, the old number 7 box, and this isn't the number 7 box. The number 7 box comes in this box. So it was kind of funny. I was up on the front porch today and pulling in another box of number 7 boxes. I usually like to keep 4 or 5 on hand because I use so many of them. And I pulled that box in, and Turner says, "Hey, what's in that box, Daddy? What's in that box?" I said, "Boxes." And he said, "No, what's in the box?" And I said, "Sweetheart, boxes are in that box." And he looked at me and said, "That's weird." But that's exactly right. So boxes are in this box. But if you, some things you can use this box for are great. But this box, if you turn it long ways here, you open it up, it's just wide enough to put a lawn chair in going this way, and then you get another one of these boxes. I usually slit the edge just a tiny bit and take it and put it down on top, and it'll slide down over, and it usually takes where I cut and it splits that as I push it down, and then I'll retape that edge up. And you basically don't have to do any frankenboxing at all other than sliding one box on top of the other. So that's how I would ship a lawn chair, and it's going to go out FedEx 99% of the time for me. Some people do UPS. I have a little bit of trouble with UPS, but it's issues that most people don't have. Just where I'm located, UPS is a little bit of a pain for me, where FedEx is a little bit easier. Matter of fact, it's a lot easier. Plus, the ladies at the FedEx office are really nice, and I've been going there for a long, long time. All right, this one's going out to a viewer. This one is named Nia, I think the name is. And she says, hey, I watch you every single day, and I just didn't want you to run out before I got one. So we have 1,286 to go, at least I think something like that. So we appreciate it, and we'll give $1 to Travis and Lisa. And hey, that goes for any viewer sale, not just on the Eneman. I know a lot of people like to buy the Twisted Radio Waves, the Jerry Garcia, Dr. Demento one, which is pretty cheap. I have a bunch of these Dave Matthews. I should probably make those really cheap as well. And I haven't. I had somebody ask me about that on Instagram the other day. And so I'll check out the price. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I'll check that out for you and let you know. All right, you saw this hanging up behind me here. Master stuff sells well. It obviously sells much better in the springtime, and the Masters is just over the horizon here. Is coming up fairly quick. Those azaleas are about ready to bloom down there in Amen Corner. And this is a pretty nice one. It's an interesting looking color. I don't know, I'm terrible with colors. I would say this is purple, and my wife would probably tell me I'm out of my mind. What do y'all think? Leave it in the comments below. Periwinkle? What do you think about periwinkle? Huh? It's not purple? At any rate, I would have kept this probably if it wasn't huge. It's an XXL. But I bought this at a garage sale I think it's entitled The Price Was Right at this garage sale. And it's from about a month or so ago. Actually, it's from about probably 2.5 months ago. But I put out the video about a month ago. And we got great deals at that garage sale. Everything was cheap. I haven't listed a lot of it. A lot of it is a golf attire. We did list a few of the hats, but a lot of it is golf attire and should sell for pretty darn good money. Under Armour stuff, Nike Dry Fit, and this was a good one. This one sold for $24.81. Used to sell tons and tons and tons of Master stuff for really good prices. Prices have dropped a little bit. Dirty little secret. It's because Rally Roots always talks about it, and they got 8 bazillion people watching them. So, but they'll still sell. I would definitely pick them up. I wouldn't overpay for Master stuff, but it's definitely still got a market and probably always will. All right, one last Eneman sale going out today, and this one is also to a viewer, and it is from Joyce. But she says, give a shout out to Selena, and I think if I'm reading this, Selena is your granddaughter. So maybe this is a Valentine's gift for Selena. So we're happy to give you a shout out, Selena. Thank you so much for watching with your mother, I think, who's the part-time reseller. And we do appreciate it. It says, give a shout out also to the hashtag #HX3 crew. So I don't know what that means, but there's your shout out. Thanks so much. All right, hang around. We did make 1 or 2 sales, I can't remember, out of the Homeschool Hustler store. So we'll get either Turner or Reagan down here. Reagan's gone right now at gymnastics. So maybe we'll track down Turner, and he'll tell you what sold out of the Homeschool Hustler store today. And I just want to say, again, thank you so much for all the new subscribers and all the support. We really do appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey, just want to say a quick special thanks to Dee from Flippin' Particles. She said that she saw the video with Travis and Lisa in it the other day, and she wanted to just make a small little donation right to my PayPal account. And I told her I felt bad for doing it, and she insisted on it, and she said, don't even mention it. And of course I'm going to mention it. So Dee, thanks so much. We appreciate it. All right, we got a Homeschool Hustler with us today, and this is Turner. And Turner, we sold something out of the Homeschool Hustler store. Do you know who that is?
No.
Fozzie Bear. And Fozzie Bear is a Muppet. And Turner told me he didn't know what Fozzie Bear was. And I was disappointed that he didn't know that, because it's my fault. And then he told me he didn't know what a Muppet was. And I thought, man, I have really failed. At any rate, Turner, this was bought by a viewer. And her name is Kim. Can you tell her thank you?
Thank you, Kim.
All right, let me show y'all something. All right, she says, hi, Homeschool Hustlers. I love Fozzie Bear and had to have this little guy from my awesome store. Or excuse me, from your store. I bought an Eneman a while back from your dad's store, and Pete Fleet, that's his name, needed a friend to keep him company. Haha. Fozzie will sit next to Pete in my e-basement. I like that. Where I do part-time reselling. You both do a great job with your store, and also when you show what you've sold, very professional. The Homeschool Hustlers are awesome. Thanks for Fozzie. Kim. Thank you, Kim. All right, I forgot to show you. Matter of fact, I forgot when we put that Harley Davidson shirt. That came from the Mount Plushmore sale too. So that was $174 profit. So $12.80 on our initial buy of $156. We're going to add $4 for the Fozzie Bear profit, and that'll make it $12.84.